and welcome to this New Year's Day edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, we'll bring you highlights from this past year's News Leader stories from around the area on this special edition of News Leader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC in Winchester, where we're offering employee pricing on remaining 2018 models and up to $12,000 off select Silverados. That's Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC on the bypass in Winchester. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game.
The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Welcome back. Coffee County District Attorney Craig Northcutt appeared before the Coffee County Commission Tuesday night to voice his concerns about security in the county's courtrooms. His remarks seemed to cast the blame for these issues on Coffee County Sheriff Steve Graves. We spoke earlier today with Sheriff Graves as he responded to General Northcutt's allegations. You're aware of some of the things, I'm sure, as you were at that meeting, that the District Attorney General said about your department, and I just wondered if you'd like to respond to some of those things that were said that night.
I definitely would, Jim. I just want to reassure everyone that our officers are very well trained, in my opinion. We have 8 court officers. 4 of these court officers has been through the 12-week basic police school, plus they've continued their training every year with 40-hour in-service courses and their firearms training. Mm-hmm. We have 4 other officers that has completed a basic school through the police academy for courtroom security. And they also go through their refresher courses every year and their firearms training. I was sort of shocked the other night, with all the things that was said, but I just want people to be assured that training is a #1 priority for us, and we've got the training officers in place, and we're trying to schedule now with the clerks and the judges a downtime that we can have our 16-hour courtroom security class and it not affect the court system as bad.
Is the 16 hours class, is that something in addition to the regular training that any deputy or any law enforcement officer would go through?
It is, and our certified officers has the 40 hours a year plus the 16. Mm-hmm. So they're trained a little harder, because we definitely want to keep their certifications going and continue their education.
And are there physical requirements that you have to be physically in some sort of shape to be able to do this kind of thing?
Before anyone comes to work at the sheriff's office, they have to undergo a physical exam, a psychological exam, and every year, if they're not able to qualify with our firearms instructors will not just pass them.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned firearm training, and that's something I would assume everyone, including you, goes through. Is that correct?
We have to do that every year, and it consists of classroom settings, weapons retention, and plus going to the range like you would anyone with a concealed carry permit.
How is this training paid for? Is it paid for out of your budget, or how does that work?
We reached an agreement with the Budget and Finance and some of the commissioners several years ago that, if they would try to help and get our deputy salaries up, that we would start paying for training and other things out of the drug fund. Mm-hmm. Every year we probably go through $50,000 to $60,000 for training out of the drug fund, except for the years that we have a large turnover on patrol deputies. Mm-hmm. Those 12-week classes are a little over $7,000
for each one.
For each one.
Okay, yes. And I think I heard you mention that your share of that drug fund, or what you got out of that drug fund, was somewhere over around $120,000.
This, it's no secret that a majority of our drug fund comes from Bonnaroo citations that we write every year. Last year, we received $122,000 out of the fund, and the DA's office got $155,000.
Okay. And do you have any idea what the DA uses their funds for?
I'm not sure. It's probably training or something like that, I would assume. The building itself, where all the courtrooms are located, is that somewhat challenging to you guys, because that used to be a school? It is very challenging. I've said it over and over. Our challenge is that we are not really securing a courthouse. We're securing an older school that has so many more entrances and exits. And we've received some grants and some funding through different means, and we've ensured the doors are getting took care of by new card swipe systems. We've added cameras, and we make sure that we follow all the minimum requirements that's set forth by the judicial conference every year.
Were you surprised when this came up at this time at the commissioners meeting?
I was very surprised. I would hope that we could all sit down with the judges, the DA, the public defender's office, and if there's a concern, let us all sit down and work it out.
Do you think, I know that, and you just confirmed that it was a surprise, how does that affect your relationship with the district attorney's office going forward?
Well, I've always been pretty easygoing, so I don't hold grudges, Jim. I never have, and I never will.
Okay. Steve, thank you so much for coming by and talking with us today. Folks, if you'd like to see that meeting in its entirety, you can watch it right here on Charter 193. It comes on at 1 o'clock on Wednesdays and Fridays, 1 o'clock on Wednesdays and Fridays. Also, if you'd like to see the comments from the district attorney, they are on thunder1320.com, as well as a response from Sheriff Graves.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC in Winchester. Check out this 2019 Chevrolet Equinox, yours today, $229 a month. That's Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC on the bypass in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Archery has been a part of the Tullahoma school curriculum for a few short years, but the program has produced yet another champion. Jerry Harris brings us a story.
I'm Jerry Harris, and I'm here at Taylor's Archery Shop in Tullahoma, Tennessee, with Josh Harris and Ashley Scott. And Josh, I believe this young lady just did something great.
She did. She first won state this year, shot a 113 at state. And then we went to the Nationals in Cincinnati, Ohio, and she shot a 121 and won the Nationals in Cincinnati with a 121, and then the second place finisher shot a 111. So I was really proud of her. She's been shooting great ever since she came. She originally started NASP at East Lincoln with Jeff Hale. Did a good job with them. And I was just lucky enough she started shooting with us and
Inherited her?
Inherited her, basically.
Well, Ashley, how do you what made you want to get into archery?
My sister was shooting archery before I was, and then she taught me how to do it, and then I've loved it ever since.
You didn't let Josh or anybody else miss your shot up though, right?
No.
Well, where do you go from here?
I plan on going to a different bow, the one that has sights and stuff, and then compete more.
And what grade are you in now?
Sixth.
Sixth. So you're going to keep going and hope you get a college scholarship. Right. You're 12 years old?
11.
11. That's even better. You've got that much more time to spend.
She's got 2 more years if she decides to do traditional class. She's still got 2 more years in the traditional class unless she wants to go to a fixed pin compound bow, which will be a different class, but she's going to develop into that. So,
Where do you go to school at now?
East Middle.
Okay, you're at East Middle. All right. And what grade are you in?
6.
6th. 6th grader, national champion, state champion. What else can we go for?
she also won state in NASP.
2 times.
2 times.
Well, you're a whiz kid, ain't you?
Yeah.
I don't want to get on the other end of the bow if she's after me.
Right, I would.
Say she get her target. Do you ever hunt?
No.
You just do this. That's good. That's
We're
good.
getting ready. We just finished up our indoor season, so now we're starting 3D season.
All right.
So she's got a chance to win state and nationals in that too.
And you shoot in that too? All right. Everybody, this young lady right here is going to put Tullahoma on the map with a bow and arrow.
I hope so.
Stay with us. More News Leader is coming up after these messages.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. My colleague Andrew Todd dropped by the annual Grape and Grain Festival last Saturday and spoke with Tullahoma Parks and Recreation Director Kurt Glick about the festival.
So I'm speaking with Kurt Glick. We're here at the Grape and Grain Festival in Tullahoma, and wow, what a great turnout.
Yeah, it is. It's a great turnout. We had great weather. A little hot, but it's okay. There's grapes and grains to be had.
Yeah. And so much is about this thing is a good time, but it's also giving back to the community. And I know you want to talk a little bit about what it's giving back.
That's right. The main charity in this event is the Kiwanis Club, and they serve the youth of our community. They do all kinds of things to help the youth in our community from the state right here. So it's really a great thing. Those guys really work hard and do a lot of things.
And we're also getting kick-started the Joe Moon Foundation, which
the Joe Moon Foundation, of course, in honor of Joe Moon. We just got it started. This is the first event we've been at. We're not expecting a lot. This is just a start, letting people know that it's out there and what it's all about.
That's great. That's great, man. And everybody's having a good time. Some great vendors here and great vibe and just a good time for Tullahoma.
It is. It's a great event.
Yeah. Kurt, thank you again. Mike Thornburg from Old Shed here in Tullahoma at the Grape and Grain Fest. Are you having a great time, man? How's everything going?
We had a great day. Great day. Served 6 beers today. We had our normal 4, Southern Pale Ale, Haystack IPA, Honeydew, Potbelly Porter, along with our new 6 hop barrel aged Southern Pale Ale, Southern Barrel. Had a great day.
And a great turnout, right?
Great turnout. Great turnout. They did a good job this year. Hopefully, Tullahoma will support this in the future, and we can get this thing to roll.
And again, it all goes for a great cause. Everything goes to,
For the kids in Tullahoma, it's all a great cause.
Well, Mike, I know you had a great day. We've all had a great day, so thanks for talking to us, man.
Thank you much.
Let's go. Is it the cold war? That's what we become. Inheriting troubles. I'm mentally now I'm low. Crazy. I just cannot be. I'm living with something. It just isn't fair. Metal rules, shot healing. But who and what's to blame? I'm going up to rails on a crazy train.
The annual Southern Wheels in Motion Car Show was held last Saturday at Wagner Park in Tullahoma. Let's check out some of the sights and sounds of that event.
More News Leaders coming up in just a moment.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this 2018 New Edge starting as low as $25,500. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Tullahoma High School held their 2018 graduation ceremonies last Friday night at Wilkins Stadium. This year's senior class president and salutatorian Bradley Holmes spoke to his classmates and the crowd.
Hi, my name is Bradley Holmes, and I'm the senior class president and salutatorian for the class of 2016. That information and $6 will get you a Frappuccino at Starbucks. Sam makes a good point. This is a scary part in our lives, spiders notwithstanding. And for that, I want to offer a solution to you. You're under no obligation to adopt it, and there's really nothing that gives me any expertise. What is simply true is that each one of us has accomplished numerous things while at THS. Many of us have different ways of approaching challenges, and I thought I ought to just tell you guys what works for me. Here it is. Fight and win your battles in your mind first. That's it, plain and simple. Countless times I've been scared of failing, and what I've learned from that is the best way to succeed externally is to conquer internally. I think this is best illustrated by this story. So there was this guy, this tree trunk thigh-sized guy named Cole Bedingfield, and he used to swim for Franklin County. I kept losing to him. He had me every single time because I mentally lost to him. I would look at the race sheets, and I would see his name, and I'd freeze up. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd go into the race, and I'd come out below him every single time. As I kept racing him, I learned that the thought of him being, 6 feet tall, pure muscle, impossible to defeat, that's what was defeating me in the first place. It all culminated in this one race last year at States. I had been training for the 200-yard freestyle my whole season. It was my event. I went in, I warmed up, I did my usual routine. I looked at the race sheets, and who did I see? Cole Bedingfield, in the same heat. But I decided to not let it daunt me. I wasn't scared. I focused on my race and what I needed to do to succeed and make my own time. Since I knew I was ready for it and I focused on my own stuff, I ended up beating him. 0.2 of a second in the pool, but all the world's difference in my mind. Moving forward successfully is tough. We will hear many voices. Some will encourage us and embolden us. Parents, instructors, friends. Some will discourage and shake us. Parents, instructors, and friends. We can't do anything to stop those outside voices, but what we can absolutely do is make that one voice inside our own head be one of self-belief and courage. Sure, it's going to be scary. There will be spiders, but we have been given the tools. We can find the determination and achieve our individual successes. It's all inside our own minds. Decide tonight to make that internal voice one of support and belief, and listen to it for the rest of your life. I, along with the other speakers tonight, wish the absolute best to all you guys. Thank you, and good night.
Stay with us. More News Leader is coming up after these messages.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this 2018 new Ford Mustang as low as $23,500. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And my question is, why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gotta be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game.
The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for Newsleader on 6. We hope you guys are having a great New Year's Day.
Happy 2019, everyone, from us at Newsleader on 6. Have a great evening.